Alright, my name's Tom, and today I'm going to be talking about things and stuff with Megan and Pickard. Pickard recently travelled back in time to 1973 so he could undo that year of his life, directed by Brett Ratner. And Megan's into My Little Pony now. This is Safehouse. Let's talk about some news. We've had news. Marvel's had news.
Marvel's had a lot.
Marvel's had all the news. So the first main part of Marvel news, Ant-Man. No one wants it. Yeah, because it was going to be that bloke, Edgar Wright, which I was all for.
Yeah. Well, on paper, that was just like, okay.
Edgar Wright should be in the Marvel Universe because he's brilliant. And then there was a chance of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost turning up in Ant-Man, which... Why would you not want that?
But I would like them just in the background somewhere.
Oh yeah,
just like bystanders.
Like just scientists in Hank's lab or something.
Yeah, definitely.
So so it was going to be Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright said, "Don't want it. Get rid of it. Shut it. Don't want it."
But he was. I'm under the impression he's had the whatever it was, the script or whatever, for quite a while.
Oh,
I've known about him.
He's been working on that for
and
years.
Hasn't he been funding it as well? Like he's put quite a bit of money into it. I may have read that somewhere. But for someone like that to have a script for that long and I'm led to believe that he's put a lot of money into it. To then go, actually no, for no particular reason.
Yeah, they haven't.
Leads me to believe.
Clearer see though that Joss Whedon came out kind of in defense of him
with his picture
of
his
God, my feels were just all over the place.
So I think there's some.
I think there's been a creative difference.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright's probably gone, I've got a really good idea for a film.
And they've gone, no.
Avi Arad or someone's gone, no. So it was going to be Edgar Wright, which would have been great, but fine. Then it was going to be Adam McKay of Anchorman.
That was the stupidest thing.
Yeah, because they obviously thought, Edgar Wright, comedy director, so we'll get another comedy director. And it's like,
there's comedy and there's comedy.
There's levels. So they went with Adam McKay, and then Adam McKay went, actually no.
Did they go with Adam McKay though?
Well, they were talking to him apparently.
Because I literally heard about it for like 2 days, and then he was like,
no. He's like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. So did they literally go, do you want to do Ant-Man? No.
No, you're right actually.
Thank God.
Yeah, so there's about 3 other directors they went through provisionally that all said no.
Do we know who they are?
I can't remember their names. I don't think it was anyone groundbreaking.
Right.
They've got Edgar Wright, sort of comedy but a bit dark kind of thing.
Was Edgar Wright Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can kind of see
you
where you would
the action with that sort of comic element.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Adam McKay was a terrible idea because
he doesn't even have a style. He just points the camera at Will Ferrell.
Yes. Is that not a style? They'd recast Will Ferrell as Hank Pym, which I don't know. Maybe it'd be a good idea.
No one wants to see that.
Recast Will Ferrell as the Hulk, if anything. If they recast the Hulk every 5 minutes, it might as well be Will Ferrell. But then the other directorial news is that Scott Derrickson, who is the guy who did Sinister. And
hang on, Sinister. Which one? That was a horror film?
It was, spooky horror film.
Quite a recent one?
Reasonably. I didn't watch it.
No.
It's probably good.
Well, it's a horror film.
It's a horror film.
Clearly didn't watch it. So.
It's on the list somewhere. So he did Sinister, he did Exorcism of Emily Rose, which is very
Is
good
that the
film.
one where the DVD, she's like in the corner of the room, like against... Or because there's lots of exorcisms of...
No, I think... Well, I don't know which... they might have had a different DVD cover, but... It was a
found footage one where they were filming it as they were doing
it. The Exorcism of Emily Rose was the court case one.
Oh.
Because there's so, like I said, there's so many films with the exorcism of
someone
or something.
It was quite a while ago. It was probably about 5 or 6 years ago it came out, and it's sort of like set, like framed in a courtroom of them.
And then is there like flashbacks?
Yeah, so it's like it's them sort of trying to prosecute a priest for performing this like horrible exorcism on this girl, and it's like he's trying to defend himself, saying actually she did need this exorcism, and it's like it was a pretty good film. Yeah. I quite enjoyed it. So Yeah, he did that.
So he did that.
He did. He also did the reboot of The Day the Earth Stood Still, but let's just not.
With Keanu.
Let's just gloss over that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scott Derrickson has been announced to be directing the Doctor Strange movie, which
I like the sound of.
I am hyped for because Doctor Strange is brilliant.
Yeah. I remember first discovering Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Which was when I volunteered in
the
Dragon's Castle.
Yeah, in the little comic.
And one of my jobs was literally just to go through all the comics and have the price guide.
Yeah.
And price every single one of them.
Excellent.
And I picked one out and it was Doctor Strange and I was like,
who's this bloke?
Who's this? And he looked like metal as shit.
He's pretty cool. his thing he's always doing is rock hands.
Yeah.
Rock hands.
And it was Doctor Strange versus someone else or with someone else and it was like, what is going on here?
That sounds cool. Yeah, no, he does. He was in the New Avengers for a while, which was awesome because it was like Wolverine, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Iron Fist. Iron Fist is so good. He's a magic martial arts guy, so he does like sweet flying kicks. Also, Fireball. He's basically Ryu from Street Fighter. It's brilliant.
That's the best character.
Yeah, Iron Fist is excellent. And then there's Luke Cage, who is sort of like.
Does he punch people?
He punches people.
Yeah.
He's like pretty strong, and he has impenetrable skin.
Wow.
So if people shoot him, the bullets just bounce off because they can't get through his skin.
Well, why would you even do it in the first place?
Well,
do the people know that or?
Well, I don't know how many people know that. I don't know the motivation of these criminals.
But you know, in some films, like for example, like Transformers.
Yes.
Say for the first Transformers, there's a huge transformer, and then they're like shooting it. It's like, mate, I really don't think a bullet is gonna really.
It's just more metal.
Like,
yeah, it's like everybody's gonna leak oil. No, there's there was a thing in the comics where Luke Cage, they set off a bomb next to him, and the internal force of the bomb like messed him up.
Right.
Because he still got hit with the shockwave, and so they took him to hospital, and then they couldn't couldn't administer any drugs because he couldn't get through his skin.
So it's a
blessing,
and a curse at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, Luke Cage. So, but yeah, so Doctor Strange is going to be a movie, and it's going to be good. Luke Cage and Iron Fist are going to be TV shows. Marvel are producing.
There's just superhero stuff coming out.
Mining that universe.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to be set in the 70s.
I'm all for 70s
which is all
shows.
for.
Yeah.
And they're going to have Daredevil in it as well. But obviously,
I think Daredevil needs a
comeback.
Well, like a bit of a reboot.
Yeah, because the Ben Affleck one.
Sorry, Ben Affleck, but
in all fairness, Ben Affleck in that film not that bad. The film around him was awful.
Yeah,
really bad.
Yeah. He played like Matt Murdock as best you can, but Elektra was.
Was
awful.
that Jennifer Gardner?
Yeah, that was not a good time.
Was that a film, Elektra?
Yeah.
On its own?
They did a spin-off.
Yeah.
Of all the spin-offs they could have done. For the Daredevil thing, they're like, no, we need Elektra.
Well, yeah, but she was wearing a very skimpy top.
Yeah, she had the world's shortest shorts.
Ben Affleck's wife.
Yes, so
Yeah.
she's got.
Yeah, I was going to say, what happened?
That film is what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a thing, and the other exciting Marvel movie news is at the end of Avengers, you get a brief glimpse at the end of the credits scene. There's a bit where Thanos rocks up. Spoilers if you haven't seen the end of credits scene.
Why would you?
Let's be honest, everyone's seen Avengers. So, end of the credits is a brief bit. You get a look at Thanos. Obviously, you get a look at the Infinity Gauntlet, which is his weapon of choice in the Thor movie. The first one, at least. I haven't seen the second one. Because it's in Odin's trophy room, which I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah.
So he is apparently going to be turning up in Guardians of the Galaxy, which comes out soon.
I can't wait.
Which we need to go see because it's going to be so good.
Well, a raccoon.
Yeah.
Like a raccoon.
And a tree.
Yeah.
And a tree.
Raccoon and a tree, played by Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel, respectively. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What
with
could
that
go
film?
wrong? So Thanos rocks up. He's like, I'll be having you. He's going to turn up at the end of Guardians. Well, about a third of the way through, from what they're saying.
But he's just going to be like kind of in the background. Like,
yeah, like oh, shit, just walks on the set,
exactly.
backs off. So there's going to be Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they're setting up to be the big villain in Avengers 3. rumour has it that they're looking at Josh Brolin to portray Thanos, whether he will be CGI and he's just doing the voice, or they will mocap him, or he'll just be wearing some pink makeup. I don't know.
I just think the more Josh Brolin,
you can get in things, because Josh Brolin's excellent in everything.
I remember because he kind of came out of nowhere. Am I the only one that was kind of like, who the hell's this guy who's in everything
one
now?
day, it was back in the day of No Country for Old... Was it No Country for Old Men, or There Will Be Blood?
He was in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, I always got those two mixed up.
One's about oil, the other's about money.
Yeah, and then there was bloody Gangster New York. No, that was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, it's Gangster Squad you're thinking
Gangster
of.
Squad I'm thinking of, not Gangster New York. That was Daniel Day-Lewis. That was a good film as well.
Which one?
Gangster New York.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was.
Yeah. I haven't seen Gangster Squad.
Gangster Squad was okay, but I thought it was okay because Josh Brolin. Okay, that's fine.
Cool, yeah.
Was it Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Fine.
Emma Stone.
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
In the 40s, 50s?
Yeah.
I need this in my life.
Well, because so I've always had kind of a theory
Yeah.
about Josh Brolin, which is he's not built of this time.
No.
He doesn't look like anyone of this time.
He is
he looks
man...
like someone. Like he looks like someone who should be in Gangster Squad.
Yeah, he's a man out of time. He's sort of
it looks
a
like
1930s
say like
gangster.
whoever was it 20th Century Fox? Like whoever that made Gangster Squad and those films have kind of just got their own time machine, gone back and gone. That's the kind of guy.
That guy.
Kidnapped him.
Can you act? And he's like, and they're like, well, in you go.
You don't need to act because that's just how he is.
Just
all
be
the time.
you. Just be Josh Brolin on film,
Yeah.
and we will make a movie of this.
Exactly.
It'll
He
be
was
brilliant.
Also an excellent Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh my
He
god.
was.
Men in Black 3. Right, controversially, I enjoyed Men in Black 3.
I did not, but I enjoyed Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
I enjoy all the Men in Black.
I know it was pants, but it's a Men in Black film, so I'm gonna like it.
Well, at the end of the day, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
You knew it was. You knew what was going to happen.
You knew where the twist was coming.
Exactly. I'm not going to spoil
No.
it because there's probably a bigger percentage of people that haven't seen Men in Black 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you knew where it was going. But you still kind of, I
liked it. And like you say, Josh Brolin was the most perfect young Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, again though, in a time travel thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
was
right.
it
So we
really
need
time
someone.
travel?
Exactly.
Did they just send the cameraman back in time and
and
film
just
him in
found
his
him.
natural environment?
With Will Smith.
They sent Will Smith back. Well, Will Smith
Well, he
might have well
looks
been.
the same, yeah.
He hasn't aged. Well, that's like Will Smith at age 10, and they're like, well, he looks the same. Let's just put him in a suit. It's fine. A thing that has pleased me has occurred.
Okay.
Because it is a thing near to my heart. They've announced a new Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat X. So it's the 10th Mortal Kombat, and it's hype because
I have very fond memories of Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, what a game!
I'm thinking of the correct one when I think of the spidery lady with 8 arms.
Yes, that was Shiva. Shiva is a type of cat food.
Good.
I think it used to be called Shiva though, but then they rebranded it for reasons.
Maybe
because the Mortal Kombat ones were like,
so.
guys, you can't name cat food after our badass female Goro
Was there
lady.
also, or I might be thinking of Tekken now.
Oh,
no, yeah, I'm thinking of Tekken. The woman with the long hair.
No, that was Sindel. That was Mortal Kombat. She had the long hair.
So
and
I
she
used
could
to
whip
chop
people.
and change.
Yeah,
Because when I was
Tekken's
feeling like, right, I want to be quite pretty and like girly, then
You go
I'll play
Tekken.
long hair, grab
okay.
you with the long hair,
Rip your face off.
Yeah, there was a lot of. It was a lot more brutal.
The spider lady used to grab someone and spin up and then
not
slam
pile
down on the
driver.
floor.
Yeah. No, I was.
That was my weapon of choice.
I always liked Ermac.
Which one was that?
He was in Mortal Kombat 3. He was the red ninja who had telekinetic powers. He was good.
Okay.
And then in the later ones, I went for Noob Saibot, and I have yet to lose a game with Noob Saibot because. Especially in Mortal Kombat 9, Noob Saibot is so OP, it's ridiculous. Because you just press down, then press up, and you teleport to the opposing player, throw them in the air and slam them on the floor. And it's like, so all you have to do is just keep doing that. just sit there like that and you will win. But no, I mean, I always like those old fighting games. It was either Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2, obviously.
Yeah.
The Street Fighter
The
series
classic.
has always been a good time. Tekken, Virtua Fighter
Never
existed.
really.
I played it a couple of times.
Yeah,
it was alright.
I was reminded of a really just Wow, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive.
Oh my god, Dead or Alive. What a set of games.
I know.
Dead or Alive 2 on the PS2 . Loved that shit.
I bet you did.
Yeah,
Dead or
I did.
Alive.
What?
Extreme volleyball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dead or Alive
I was
Extreme
gonna say,
Volleyball.
like,
Yeah.
you know when you just think, what the hell was going on in that meeting that day
Yeah.
when they were like
What was going on was teenage boys,
Yeah.
boobs,
jumping around.
Profit?
Yeah.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah.
You can just imagine the person pitching it. So we've got like literally one of those like flip boards. You've got
Yes.
the word teenage boys.
Yeah, like, this is our
Flip.
demographic. This
But
is
a
our
picture of
product.
boobs.
Yeah. Here is our product.
And then a $sign.
Yeah, like, and they're like, make more of them. The other Street Fighter thing, this is it, because usually on the show, at some point, one of us will watch some bullshit, and then we talk about it. I watched some bullshit, but it wasn't bullshit. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It was a Machinima series made by a bunch of cool movie maker dudes who are all martial artists, and they did a 12 I think it was 12 episodes, 12 episode mini series. Each one was about 10 to 15 minutes long, of Ken and Ryu going through their final years of training to become the great and noble warriors that they are known for in the games. And then it would sort of flash back to their sensei and his brother, who was Akuma, and then doing battle. And it was really good. I love the Machinima series.
How long were the episodes?
About 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, so not that.
No,
not long
I watched all of them in a row. I sat down and just
Sat
about
down, you had your-
like a 2.5 hour session, just went, boop, play playlist, let's go, and well worth it. So, Assassin's Fist, get on it.
Was it like really good fighting, really shit everything else?
No,
Or was
there was
it
good.
just story?
Like, the Street Fighter story.
There's not a lot of story.
I mean, they fight.
Yeah,
But I mean, they
for
bounce your
a
car
reason.
for some
yeah,
reason.
that was what they did well. Is because the Street Fighter, like the King of Warriors or whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah.
The tournament itself isn't interesting. It's dudes fighting. The interesting bit is where all of those fighters came from to then go towards their tournament.
Right.
So-
So it's like a backstory.
So it's
style.
a backstory thing where you get to learn about the origins of Ken and Ryu, and then even further back the origins of Master Goken and Akuma, and it does that bit. And then, in theory, if they do another not Assassin's Fist, another Street Fighter series, they can focus on Guile's early days, or they could focus on like Honda or Dalsim, and they can take any of the originals and sort of go back. Because when you start putting too many of them in, it stops making sense, as evidenced in Street Fighter the movie, which was so bad that Raul Julia died rather than positively promote it.
It was a pretty terrible film.
He played Bison in it, and the film was so bad that he died.
Was that cause of death?
I would
or-
like to think so. I think that is on the death certificate.
because film was bad.
Cause of death, Street Fighter the movie.
I've had a very exciting few weeks.
Now we left her alone for like 2
A week.
weeks.
A week.
No, how
2
it's
weeks, and
Basically, what happened was, okay, so
she's a brony.
I'm a brony.
Pegasus.
Basically, I thought, well, the way it started was I watched the documentary Bronies, which is on
Right.
Netflix.
Good.
If you guys want, if you guys
I'm
feel you need
already
to watch it.
Looking forward to it.
And it was basically, you know what I'm like for a documentary, especially sort of
documentary.
like documentaries about people being into stuff.
Yes.
Because I like ones about D&D. That's how I started playing D&D.
Yeah.
You know, so I started watching it, and
Yeah.
it was kind of like, I kind of like this idea. It's all very colourful. It's looked quite nice. You know, no one's being horrible to anyone. It's
because friendship is magic.
Well, friendship is magic, but-
why would you be mean to people when friendship is magic?
But like, so I was like, okay, this is it. But this was when I was living at my old flat. This was like 6 months ago. So that kind of died down, and I was like, maybe I should watch. And then I went to a comic book shop, and then there was My Little Pony comics, and there was My Little Pony plushies, and there was the like pop vinyl things.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really like these, but I can't. It's like buying a band T-shirt that you've never gone to see.
Yeah, you can't justify owning the thing if you don't know the source material.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you just watch one episode, at least you know who these people are and things like that. So I thought, right, it was Mama's birthday, and we all went out, and then I went home, and Dan went to the casino.
Right.
And I thought, right, I've got some time.
Yep.
I'll watch a bit.
Do it.
And by gum, it was brilliant. Basically, the basic story is there's Twilight Sparkle who lives in a castle by herself.
Oh, that's sad.
Exactly,
that's
right?
Sad
it's sad. But she's quite happy.
Already we've got drama. It's ticking the first box.
But she's quite happy. She's got like a little friend Spike who lives with her. He's like a little dragon. Dragons.
There's dragons in it.
That's for the boys.
That's for the lads. It's like walk on like a dragon.
So she's like studying really hard. She never goes out, never goes to see anyone.
Studying
but
for
she's
for pony exams?
being a pony.
Oh, okay.
You have to study for that.
Yeah. So Princess Celestia,
cool.
who is
I assume a princess.
Princess of Canterlot.
See what they did there.
Yeah.
All right, that's witty.
Yeah. She says, right, okay, there's this big ball that's going on for me, and it's going to be great.
Bit vain, but
but I need you to go to Ponyville and make sure everyone's doing their job and make sure.
Imaginative there, but
No. But because wasn't the original one Ponyland?
I can't
it went
the original one.
The original thing went like My Little Pony, no place like Ponyland. I think anyway,
we just assessed that I spent my childhood playing Mortal Kombat X, I think.
Okay, right. Anyway, well, this is a new thing for me that this is going over your head.
Yeah, I know. You're in control now.
Yeah. So she goes off to Ponyville and she's like, right, come on, Spike, we're gonna go.
Cool.
And she's like totally not up for it. She doesn't want to talk to anyone. No. She just literally wants to get in, get out.
You're all dickheads. Yeah.
I don't want to. Do this, go home, carry on studying. But I think she met Rainbow Dash first, which is the blue one with the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yep.
that one.
You'll have pictures here.
I will. Yes. I'll have illustrations. I'll cover the screen in ponies.
And basically, cut a long story short, she meets like all the other ponies,
right?
All the other 5 who are responsible for parts of this thing.
Yeah.
And they're all like, okay, yes, I'll see you later. We'll hang out and stuff. And she's like, no.
What bitch?
And
so they have to teach her the friendship is magic.
Well, this is what happens. So basically, spoilers. Something goes wrong.
You can't spoil My Little Pony. Think of the backlash. We could spoil Game of Thrones.
It's episode 1, everyone. So that's the only thing.
All right.
The thing I like about it is a lot of the ponies are obviously based on real people.
Right.
So like, there's a pony that's in charge of like fashion and stuff like that, who's clearly modelled on Karl Lagerfeld. He's got like the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Karl Lagerfeld is the guy. No?
No.
Okay.
You've lost me.
I'll show you a picture after.
Good. I'll put one in. Yeah. There's a picture of
top bloke.
Karl Lagerfeld. He'll go here.
Feld.
Is it good? He'll go there. That bloke. Top bloke.
He also has Karl Lagerfeld also has a cat called Chopette, and it's really cute.
Chopette.
Yes.
Cool.
Really cute.
I'll put a picture of Chopette here.
Well, there is a picture of him holding Chopette, so
I'll put that picture. That picture will go there.
Anyway.
Yes.
When they all come together.
Right. Do they turn into a giant robot?
Is magic.
Oh right.
So,
I was hoping they would turn into a giant robot.
Yeah, like
the Power Rangers.
Yeah, the Power Rangers. Yeah. No, basically they can overcome anything if they are together.
Okay, because friendship's magic.
Yeah. So
fair enough.
So for 20 minutes.
The 20-minute
episode.
Injection of endorphins.
Yeah.
And sugar.
And bright colours.
Candy-coated epilepsy fodder. Straight to the brain.
Is
Fantastic.
It like Clockwork Orange that you have to sit there?
I like to think if Clockwork Orange was made these days, that's
it would
how.
Be My Little Pony.
Yeah. So from that, you've learned play Street Fighter and watch ponies.
Which I think that's a valid life choice.
Why not? Something doing it. So it'll be good. We will be back next week. E3 is over the next couple of days, so expect super E3 extravaganza video game party time next week. There
you go. Now we're back to normal.
It will be a bunch of men with guns.
Bunch of men with guns. So Yeah, shoot the man, drive the car.
We'll do more than that, yeah.
Yeah, shoot the man, drive the car. That's the official slogan of this year. Yeah, so leave a like if you're feeling charitable. Comment if you got something to say. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Maybe even tell a friend. Maybe you have a friend who hasn't subscribed, who hasn't watched the show. Be like, hey, friendship is magic. And together,
see, look already.
Together, we can make Safehouse a better place. And that's nice.
It's
a nice moral to the story. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.